Here I am in Williamsport, Maryland, about to ride the C&O Canal. Been riding C&O Canal quite a bit recently, at least once a week, maybe twice a week. It's been real dusty lately because of lack of rain. I'm up in Williamsport. I'm parking at the secondary parking lot, the bigger lot, the main lot for Williamsport. You have to actually walk your bikes up and over a bridge. I'll show that in the video in a little bit. And my trusty steed for the day, being my hybrid, does weigh about 40 pounds, and schlepping that over the bridge doesn't sound that appealing. Whereas over here you can kind of just ride over. It's actually the secondary lot, which is over by the, let me flip it, there is a cemetery over there. And also the other big feature here is this giant industrial whatever this used to be. I'd have to look it up sometime to find out. But it's a small lot, tiny. There's not that many cars. On the weekends it gets quite busy. The main lot is a lot larger. It's probably 3-4 times larger than this lot right here. And that's obviously the place to park, especially if you're running or walking on the trail. If you're biking, like I said, it's a little suboptimal in the fact that you end up having to carry your bike up and over a bridge. And it's not that wide either. The little wooden bridge they've made with stairs. You have to go up a full flight of stairs to go up and over, and back down a flight of stairs. It's not exactly super user friendly. And yeah, when it's busy, it's tough to navigate that. Whereas right here is kind of a cool spot. So off I go, and I'll show some stuff on the ride. Heading upriver toward dam, I believe it's dam number 5. So behind me is the parking lot where you get on. And you can see there's a lot of little geese babies here, so we got to be careful when we pass. We don't want to ruffle too many feathers. Hello geese, I mean you no harm. Look at all the little fuzzy babies. Fuzzy little babies. Babies everywhere, fuzzy little babies. Fuzzy little geese babies. There's the lot from the other side. Now this section of the canal has not been resurfaced in a long time, so you can see it's a little rougher. I'm sure we'll see some rougher areas up ahead. If you were biking the C&O Canal between Shepherdstown and I think all the way south into Brunswick, the trail has been resurfaced there, and you can actually get away with a lot smaller tire. Right there's the bridge complex I was talking about earlier that you have to kind of bring your bike up and over. Wooden structure, it's made nicely and everything like that, but like I said, in the summer and especially weekends and everything else, it gets really difficult. There's a lot of traffic going up and over that bridge. Here's the main lot, the main area of the canal. They actually have boats that come through here and canal trips that come through in the summer. How's it going? You get the dock for their boat, for the canal trips, the little ferry trips across. And this section here is what they refurbished right here. This was here, it was always dirt, but this is what used to happen across the canal back in the olden days when they were moving products and stuff across. That's actually kind of neat. Let's see if we can ride it. There's some old trees here, that's for sure. You get a lot of this in the wind, so just be aware when you're riding it. Sometimes you gotta hike a bike for a second. This one's not too bad. The Park Service is usually pretty good about getting these things cleared up though. So here I am, Dam 5. Here's the underside view. Nice. You can see the water's fairly slack here. You get a lot of guys fishing here, especially in the evenings. You get boats coming up this far. really quiet. There's an old pump house, the old lock right over there in the foreground. There's a small parking lot that's set up here at Dam 5. I've parked there once, not too bad, but again, like everything, it gets busy on the weekends and in the evenings. Here's the lock at Dam 5. See, filled in with grass. It's actually in pretty good shape as far as locks go. Yeah, the one in Williamsport is working, but most of them are in much worse shape. Well, there's one of those times where saying hello to everybody pays off. There was a group of young ladies all riding together. Two of them were out in my lane, and as I was saying hello, the last one in my lane didn't notice until she heard me say hello and almost ran me into the ditch. So always pays to be polite, make eye contact, know who's around you. So a lot of history out here. Here's just one of the little history points. McCoy's Ferry on May 23rd, 1861. Confederates attempting to capture the ferry boat at McCoy's Landing were driven off by the Clear Spring Guard. Here on October 10th, 1862, General Jeb Stuart crossed the Potomac on his second ride around McClellan's army. This is very indicative of a lot of the campsites. They all have a bench, a little camping area where you can have a fire. You obviously have areas to pitch tents over to the side. Some have multiple campfire spots. They all have a water pump, as you can see in the foreground between me and the picnic table down there. And those pumps do work. Is it the best tasting water in the entire world? No. It's a hole in the ground next to a river, but it's safe water. They treat it with iodine, and I've drank off those pumps many times with zero effect. I'm not some freak of nature. At every campground, there's another sign also showing you how far it is to the next campground. The Jordan Junction. I'll be passing that one on the way back. It's about a mile or two out from where I've parked. They obviously have trash bags, so you can bring your trash out of the park. And the old porta potty. So you basically have full facilities here on the C&O, even though you're out in the woods. Lock 46, interesting looking one. You can see a little bit more of the infrastructure here. Well, here I am with my first flat tire ever. And we're talking flat, we're talking really flat.